Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another episode of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we were starting off Turnabout Serenade strong with a Governor's concert, but then obviously this is an Ace Attorney game, so somebody had to get murdered, and that was Mr. Romain Latouche, Lemireoir's manager. So, we're just kind of now investigating the crime scene in Lemireoir's dressing room, the stage, backstage area, everywhere, kind of, So, yeah. Also, Nintendo Direct yesterday. Let's talk about that. I feel like, okay, this is not anything Ace Attorney related, but I just want to talk about it because it is game related. Man, that was a pretty mid direct. I'm surprised that there were so many farm simulators. I'm not necessarily mad that there was nothing that I was asking for. I'm one of those people who are asking for, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess ports. I'm asking for Tomodachi Life 2, or just Tomodachi Life on Switch. I didn't get either of those. I kind of knew towards the end of it that I wasn't getting Tomodachi Life, but I still held on for hope that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess would at least be there, but they were not, and I'm a little upset about that. I'm not totally mad at the Direct for not, giving me what I want. I'm more upset that it was just boring. There was nothing there. There was just a lot of farming simulators. I don't know what the heck is up with the farming simulators, man. What? I am happy, though, that, Fire Emblem fans get to, eat well. Kirby fans really get to eat well. And we did get that Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 title drop and release date. Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, May 12th. I will be eagerly awaiting. But, yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to, quickly talk about the Nintendo Direct. Also, Splatfest, I don't actually have Splatoon 3, because I originally thought that I wouldn't be able to play it here in my college dorm, but, I can. I now was able to connect to Wi-Fi, so I can. And I have Nintendo Switch Online, so yeah, but I am still probably not going to be able to play the Splatfest because I'm probably only going to get Splatoon 3 on my birthday, which is in October. So, yeah, for those of you who are playing the Splatfest, have fun with the Splatfest. Personally, if I was playing, I would have chosen Team Grub, but yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and get going. What is it with today? Problem after problem, Octon! You ain't kidding.
It's the two leading members of the Governors, Apollo. Clavier on vocals, and Darian on guitar. They're so cool.
I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly.
Huh? What are they arguing about?
Probably the case, I'd bet. My hog one starts, my guitar case is busted, my guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong? How? And what was that what was all that tinny playing of yours? Who you calling tinny?
Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over.
This is hardly the time. What's you two doing here? Hiya. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry. Wait, you were what? Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia, Detective Crescent. Right. Anything else? What did he just call him? Detective? Greetings. What the fuck is up with your hair? Dude, no. Darian Crescent, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Hello. Criminal Affairs?
Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Governors, do you?
Something tells me that's about to be remedied. First, can we talk about his hair? About the crime? Which crime do you mean? The murder, what else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see?
Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case?
Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less.
Aren't you gonna examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'll leave that to the Fraulein detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes.
They're not exactly best buddies, are they? And then Prosecutor Gavin, I mean.
Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once.
Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. I don't believe you, Apollo! How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gaviners?
It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists.
The Gaviners aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow.
The police?
The real police! By day they pack heat, but by night they heat up the stage. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion.
Okay.
They debuted 7 years ago with 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole, and My Boyfriend is the prosecution's witness. The list of hits goes on and on.
This here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. It's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk. Just like today. I'd hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today? A disaster! I'll get to the bottom of this and then we'll see who missed a cue.
The missed cue. They were arguing about that before.
Great. I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists.
What's this missed cue you keep talking about?
You heard it, didn't you, Fraulein? From the audience?
Actually, I didn't notice anything.
See? No amateur's gonna pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this.
What's that?
A mixing board. We use it to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be here investigating a murder?
Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry.
Let's see. This is but one of the devices used in recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out! Oh, it's just doing it for me.
Wow, neat! So, could you say, hear only the drum part?
Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. Oh, crap, that was Apollo's line. You want help on the case? Then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear on the bottommost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen.
Was something wrong?
You couldn't hear it? Listen again. Closely.
The timing's a little off, isn't it?
You see? There, right is the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right, head amateur, you will prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find the missed cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Use these sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears.
Nothing to do but try, Apollo.
I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Use the sliders to adjust volumes. Press the section of the song you wish to hear on the bottom bar. Sliders on the bar. Got it. Once you found the guilty part, press the corresponding number. Time to rock! So he said it was this part. Shit, hold on. Yeah, that part. So let's do that real quick. I don't exactly know how to do this. Let's do the two guitar parts separately. So let's do that. And these parts. It's a guitar part. Let's try second guitar then. And let's bring these down a little more. Oh. That was weird. Nope, wait, that part. Seems off. I mean, it sounds like relatively okay with everything, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll say it's 2, but... This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian! Well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Well, that's all you had to say? That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian.
Here they go again.
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time.
It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad.
I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love?
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Look at all these electronic devices. I'm guessing they have something to do with the sound.
Well, I guess maybe we can fiddle. Let's see here.
Don't touch that!
A healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. When in doubt, fiddle. That's what Daddy always says.
They should require parental testing, clearly. Now that's a big instrument case.
That's a case for a contrabass, I think.
You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet.
It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument.
You could fit 5 trucians in there, I bet.
Hey, are you comparing me to an instrument? I wonder who left it sitting open like that.
It was me, I did it. Not entirely sure what to do now. Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to talk about that right now. Even I can only take so much in one day. Funny, I always thought his prosecutor Gavin is one of those cool stoic types. The sort that never complains. How wrong I was. I wrote those lyrics, you know? So it was Lemiro who gave them life.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Maybe I should try to write some lyrics someday. I want to impress girls. Damn, okay. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. I've been looking all over for it.
What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin?
I knew it.
Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was...
Yeah, I know. Thanks anyway. So, where'd you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? The victim, you mean Mr. Latouche had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over?
Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today.
Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that.
Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today.
I really don't think that's...
Tell us. And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now.
Are you blackmailing me, Fräulein? The fuck? You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting?
And something about your guitar case being busted?
You're well informed.
You mentioned it a few times.
It all happened this morning. It's all this Keating's fault. The keyring. It's got my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case.
Wait, so this keyring...
It disappeared. I thought I put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared? I had to come to the contents by taxi. How embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar, I had to break the lock. Wait, the guitar wasn't the one that... It's the very one, up in flames. And right on the stage, too.
I actually thought that was part of the show.
Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Latous's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy?
Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latouche dies.
Yes, and?
Could it all really be just a coincidence?
Coincidence? Meaning? Danny, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me.
What do you think, Apollo?
Huh?
I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned.
You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fräulein?
I am.
What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about?
Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today?
Well... I guess. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring, and the guitar, and the body.
Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy.
He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh? No. Give Head Forehead the chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto.
Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles?
What? Oh. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The guitar serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. So I wouldn't have believed it if the Fräulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles! Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fräulein? Fräulein?
I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to the song.
What? No way!
Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's listen in the order that they occurred. While reading this lyric sheet.
First, the keyring was stolen.
And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring.
That's right here. When you stole away the keys, my heart held onto so tight. And this is a heart holding keys.
And next, his guitar burst into flame.
Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away.
And then Mr. Latouche was killed.
Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy!
Yeah, no kidding.
So everything that happened today, here, this song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based his crime on the lyrics. But who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital, and quite annoying, Fräulein. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime, Clavier? Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident, yet the victim was holding it. Odd to think that was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever.
So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics?
That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm gonna get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm gonna talk to the Brigadian Embassy about this Mr. Latouche. Ah, right. Thanks, Dadian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouche was killed. It seems like that that would have to be the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. A murder mystery. Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're gonna get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lemiroir to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lemiroir is now? I had to go to my dressing room. With that pianist, Machi Tobaya, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latus's sudden passing. The governor's dressing room. Got it. Let's go! Wait, now she doesn't have a translator. July 7th, backstage hallway. Oh my god, it's you! Eee! Who's there? Dude! There he goes again! Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy.
You know, he did look sort of familiar.
So he is a friend of yours.
No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember.
Curiouser and curiouser. Gaviner's. Yes. July 7th, Gaviner's dressing room.
Ah, Lemiroir! What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latus has died.
Lemiroir, you speak? I mean, you speak English?
Yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Burguinia. But I am not Burguinian by birth. But wasn't Mr. Latus your interpreter? Yes. Well, it was Mr. Latus's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see.
Then your pianist is also...
No, Machi Tobaya is Burguinian. He does not speak English. Now please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latus? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latus was...
Trucy!
Huh?
Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word.
But Mr. Latus is Lemiroir's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party?
Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'm sure.
All we have been told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling.
I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out for ourselves. Do you think I could ask some questions?
Of course, I am always willing to help.
She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lemiroir.
What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone.
What seems to be the problem?
Machi, he is not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be all right?
Sure, of course.
Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about?
Not examine, I'm sorry. This theme is really pretty. The Republic of Burguinia, that's in Northern Europe, right?
I never even heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say! You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant.
Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Lemiroir, you're not from Burguinia originally? Were you born here?
Well...
Oh, is that supposed to be a secret?
Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course.
Yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. I am also not to speak anything but Burgunese in public. Image is important, I guess.
She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound.
A painter in what?
She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right?
You're very perceptive.
Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I?
Stop while you're ahead, Trucy.
This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the siren of the ballad, right? Yes, in Burgunese, Lemiroir means the siren. I fear that perhaps I am not the siren I once was.
Siren?
Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll.
He's very European.
I met him while singing in restaurants in Borginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale almost.
I notice he hardly leaves your side.
Yes, well, he is blind. At first I hesitated at dragging him across the world.
He doesn't speak English either, does he?
He had never left Borginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I are together. Machi and I together are Le Miroir. Together, always. Mr. Latouche was my new manager.
New?
Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come, I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and my bodyguard. And, as it turned out, my interpreter.
Interpreter? Even though you speak English?
Yes, but we were here just to visit, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. Though I fear that I may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Borginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him. And now, I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died.
I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we were to talk to anyone.
Mr. Latouche was a talented man. A siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know? I'm happy for him that it has become so well known.
The siren? That's what he meant!
Huh? Apollo?
You are the siren, right, Le Miroir?
That is the meaning of my name in Borginese, yes. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask?
It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you.
What do you mean, important?
I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. It turns out that's a very important word in this case.
How?
When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive.
What?
I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Ask witness. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who is the witness? The witness is Siren.
He said siren? Really?
I was the only one in there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said.
Mr. Latouche said that? Ask the witness?
And you're the siren, Le Miroir. Did you see what happened? Le Miroir?
Might I ask, are you with the police?
Well, no, I'm a defense attorney.
An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes?
Is that a problem?
Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But Le Miroir, I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them.
Why? If she witnessed the crime, why wouldn't she tell us?
I believe we are through here.
I believe so. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you?
My brooch? Yes, well, it may be mine.
Yours, Le Miroir?
I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Le Miroir's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it.
So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question.
Is something wrong, Apollo?
What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? Would you mind taking a look at this, Le Miroir?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to say. I wish I could help you.
Don't worry about it. Certainly one of the most pleasant refusals I've had.
Look! It's a postcard of Le Miroir!
What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen them before.
It must be their native tongue, Borginese. A landscape painter in sound. This is how it would translate leftly. Please, take one.
A landscape painter in sound? That's a nice image. July 8th, 12:22 a.m. backstage hallway. Whoa, who's there now?
Ah, it's you. Where were you?
Emma! Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual.
You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. It's all your fault, you know.
Oops, maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene.
What do you mean by impossible?
Well, it's gone. Utterly gone.
What's gone? The body, stupid. What else?
Huh? Mr. Latus's body has disappeared.
What?
July 8th, Lemiroir's dressing room. Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news? I heard Mr. Latus's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle.
How can you just stand there? We had to start the
There's no need for alarm, Fraulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later.
Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How can Mr. Latus's body just disappear?
Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching.
Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian? See, Geeta's gotten missing. It was in the dressing room.
Geeter? Who's Geeter?
That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen?
This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters.
Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeter's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. I'd say the body's more important than your Geeter, dude.
Well, this sure is a... what did he call it? A sausage? No, wait, it was a pickle. And it's your pickle! I told you to stay in the room!
Sorry. Not much else I can say.
That's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snack goose should do the trick nicely.
You should watch your sugar intake, Emma.
Jeez. Anything we can present?
No. Alright, let's go find that body. I don't know where the body would be. July 8th, 12:57 a.m. in the wings.
Does something seem different to you, Apollo?
Something is definitely different here.
Let's check it out!
Something seems different, but I'm not entirely sure what.
I'm not sure that's all that's important right now. Let's check out that thing in the middle of the stage.
Okay, but...
that stage there must have been lowered before.
That's the tower that Lemiroir and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on.
Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top.
Maybe we should get Emma.
What are you talking about? We have to see the sort of thing for ourselves.
Not so good with heights.
Stop whining and start climbing.
Ugh. It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 20 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after we found up there.
Eek!
We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist, Machi Tobaye. July 8th, 10:09 a.m., Write Anything Agency. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry.
No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Tobaye, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Lomaine Latus.
I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible.
I guess they had proof of some kind.
What proof could possibly prove that?
Morning. Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset.
Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all, yet...
Yet?
The powers that be say that, given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean by the circumstances? Lamirawad was invited from Borginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want, really. Well, those are circumstances, all right. But what makes Bachi the only possible suspect? Head forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Right. I think I like the side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to the defense attorney. What? Did you just say? Me? The defense attorney? That's what I came here to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. He? You mean Machi? Machi wants me?
This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going.
Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Lamirawad. Right, later. I hope I'm up to this. July 8th, detention center, visitor's room.
Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible.
You said that already.
Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you.
Hi. Maybe you can tell me about last night? Huh? That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known.
Maybe Lamirawad can help?
But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Good luck. I'm off to question Lamirawad.
But what are we gonna do?
That's, a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. That's not good, is it? That doesn't seem to be pretty epic. Shit. So last case, we had a client who just refused to talk to us until the second investigation day, and now we have a client who can't even talk to us. So this is gonna be great. I swear, Apollo just has these cases all the time. For some reason. Just has a client that won't talk to him for one reason or another. I mean, this is only the second case where that's happened, but still, man, this feels like the world is attacking us. But whatever, okay. That is it for this episode. I'll see you next time. Roll the end card.
Objection! You haven't hit like and subscribe yet! Hold it! You forgot to ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload! Take that! Click here to watch more of my videos! Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!